And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off of play action, here's Smith. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far from about the 9. Geis, they'll try to run it. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Geis, and not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. They feel things on the score here today, fan.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Smith. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Aaron Rodgers no longer has a safety blanket named Jordy Nelson to utilize in the red zone anymore. But picking up Jimmy Graham, that's a heck of a... Remember, Jimmy Graham has had 4 seasons of 10 touchdowns or more, including 10 with the Seahawks in 2017.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Yeah, Liz. Check. Zoom.
Rodgers going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Smith on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, this is Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Hurry up. Over here.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with it.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this is going to be Packer football. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard. And
he will get the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. 3rd and 2, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. On it, and this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They find some open field here. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Crowder. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. They'll hand it down to Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Smith on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins 1st. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rolling to his left, toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cobb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he's forced out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Nick Perry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From his goal line here, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
19! Hey, 626!
Rodgers now to throw. this throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Crosby puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
George. Let's go. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Connor's got it over the middle. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Williams. Got some room at the 30. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. In for the score. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy, right? They just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Pernell McPhee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. Crowder now to return. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Cole Richardson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And here come the Redskins now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Redskins on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And down he'll go at the 25. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Now it's Smith. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Smith. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped